All right. I am coming to you live from the closet in the socialized department because the spot that was available. Let's talk about poverty here. This is the third video. If you take a look at this map, all right, so this is from 2008. Okay, so it's a little while back, but still. Obesity rate in the United States. And if you compare that to the poverty rate map, which this percentage of people, all right, high rate of poverty in the South, higher rate of poverty up here, high rate of poverty, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. If we take a look at those regions, especially here, and you'll see it here, obesity is high as well. Okay, so how does this map compare to the poverty map? Well, there are large overlaps between level of obesity and level of poverty. Okay, why is that? Okay, well, if I'm poor, I can't afford a lot of food. So you would think that, well, then all the poor people should be skinny. Well, the food that I can buy is probably not healthy for you. Because you think about it, when you go to Whole Foods or you go to Trader Joe's or you go to you get your protein shakes, all that stuff costs a lot of money. So healthy foods, veggies, fruits, that cost a lot of money. Your fast food restaurants are fairly cheap. So you subsist on that. You're only able to buy the high fatty foods and you get fat. All right. And you might not have time for exercise because you need to work low end jobs, which if I need to make some minimum wage jobs, if I'm working 10 hours a day, it's not like I'm going to want to go home and all right, let's get some cardio. So obesity is linked to poverty because the worst foods are the ones that are the cheapest. So that's pretty good. All right. How can we reduce poverty? All right. So what is poverty reduction? All right. It's a set of measures. It's a set of measures, both economic and humanitarian, that are intended to lift people out of poverty permanently. It's a set of measures, both economic and humanitarian, that are intended to permanently lift people out of poverty. Okay? All right. So then what are these poverty reduction efforts? Well, you're looking at community-driven development plans. Community-driven development plans, where you're allowing for maybe low-cost childcare so that people can go work. You're looking at maybe low-cost and affordable housing. You're looking at low-cost and affordable food programs. Okay. Disaster risk management. How can you prevent an area from surviving hurricanes, from surviving earthquakes, and being able to rebuild quicker? Okay. Education. All right. Free, cheap education, not only for the children, but also for those who are middle-aged that are looking to improve their jobs, whether it be, job training, okay, or be getting a GED or something like that. All right. And finally, hunger reduction. All right. So like I said that earlier, the ability for individuals to be able to afford food. So community-driven efforts, disaster risk management, education, and hunger. Okay. Who is leading these poverty reduction efforts? Well, a lot of these groups that you see on the right-hand side of the screen, okay, so you got United Nations, World Bank, Red Cross. If you'll notice, these are NGOs, non-governmental organizations. These poverty reduction efforts, by and large, aren't coming from the federal government. They are getting federal funding from world governments, but poverty reduction efforts are largely happening from non-governmental organizations. Poor people don't vote, and as such, they don't have any influence in government, which is kind of an awful thing to say, but that's the truth. So it's that these non-governmental organizations that are trying to get money from the federal budget, right, whether it be the United States, Canada, or what have you, to help reduce poverty, you know, inside of a country and worldwide. All right. Carly and I say goodbye. Later.